My first cafe au lait and I missed it. Looks like they need water. Oh, good morning. Hi there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Well, I was away for the last few days here, and it feels really good to be back in the garden. I always miss it when I'm away, and I'm ready to get back in here. This is a tough time of year to go away here because there's so much coming to be ripening and be ready to harvest right now, but it was some much needed family time, and I enjoyed it, and now I'm ready to get back to the garden and see what's ready for me. So my mom came by one day, I know, and did a little bit of watering for me and picked some cucumbers and peppers, I think she said, or tomatoes maybe, and took them home. But I can see that I have more to do. I came out here real quick last night just to have a little peek, but it was already getting dark, and oh wow. There's a lot of action in the cucumbers since I was in here. So see if I can get some of these out of here. Where are you attached? This is Babylon right here that I'm taking out. Lots of little ones in there yet. These are called a pickling gherkin. This is the size I'd rather pick them at. This is the patio snackers. Again, they could be a little smaller. There's another one I missed. It's one of the Persian gherkins for pickling. It's quarantine. There's another one. I was just looking at this New Rocket pumpkin here, and looks like it's going soft. It's rotting off on me. So I may as well take the bag off, and I'm not sure what's happened there. It's been hard to keep things watered nice. It's been so hot, so I don't know if it's something I did wrong or just The way things are going this year, it's too bad. Celebration squash. I don't know if I've got a single one that's pollinated properly yet. I've tried to hand pollinate some, but I just don't think I'm even doing the job. Look at this. To look up. This was just a pack of zinnias I bought just standing in line somewhere one day. This one's on its way out, but still such a pretty zinnia. Another one back in there. There's another one. Look at this color. Look at that shade. Oh, it comes out orange. It's almost a peachy color. Look at it beside the orange marigold. Check out these Bennery's giant zinnias. Just gorgeous. Look at that. This one has something funky going on. There's the potatoes that I planted. I had them potted up, and when I took the garlic out, I put these potatoes in. They're looking really good. A little dry, maybe, but overall not bad. And I planted some, I think they're homesteader peas. Yeah, homesteader peas in here, July 27th. It looks like I have a tag there. And they're coming up nicely. They're all around the outside. But here's the tomatoes. They were just starting to ripen. I think I had 2 before we left. Now I have lots, so let me see what I can get out of here. It's the black crim. These guys really want to crack on me this year, I think, because it's so dry, and even though they're getting watered consistently, they're still splitting. Some Manitobas. They're a little on the small side this year, but again, I think it's just watering. There's so many on there. The plant maybe just can't develop them all. San Marzano. Mortgage lifter. See how they have that kind of pinky sheen? These are the Elizabeth. Paste tomatoes. Wow. They were just starting to ripen when I was leaving town, and now I have a basket full. I think there might be more in the cold frame. These are a cherry mix. and they're really good. Oh, that one wasn't. So these are in really small pots, so they're not growing as big, but these are the black creme. Lots of cracking on them as well. And then out in the pot area, I have lots of cherry tomatoes. So these guys will be, these are the chocolate chip. Now again, not the ones that I grew those first few years that I really enjoyed. They're still a good tomato. They're just not as fun, I guess. They don't have quite the same flavor, but the ones I grew before were like the size of my pinky nail, so it's quite a difference. The flea beetles are back. They seem to be enjoying the nasturtiums right now, so I'm kind of considering spraying these with some horticultural oil, insecticidal soap, and just pulling them out. Take the flea beetles with them. Lots of these. Someone has breakfast. I think they have a nest way up there. I'm not sure if that's the same one or not. I think there is a little robin down in that 9 bark. I don't know if you can see it in there. I think that's where that one's trying to take the worms. It doesn't like my attention, so we'll leave it alone, but I didn't notice that before. I don't know if there's a nest there. So there's some of these super sweet 100s starting to come along here. Lots of them. They're pretty good. Might be getting a bit too much water here. They're a little bit watery. All right, now here's the candy cane peppers, and you can see changing color. So that's kind of an orangey stripe there. Over here, this one's almost drying out on the plant. So I'll leave this one another day and maybe it'll color it better. There's lots hanging thick. I don't know if you can see them in there past the tomato. There's more in here. This is that candy cane stripey one here. Ugh. Flea beetles, they just get on everything, even me. So some early prolifics back here. I'm gonna take those. I have one that was just coloring up, but it's starting to, it's scalded or something on the end there. So I took that one that's starting to color, but it's also starting to rot or burn there, so I don't want that. These are some of my mystery peppers, and they're doing the same thing. Not sure why they're rotting off on the ends. If it's too much heat and sun. It's another one of the mysteries. Might still be a bit green, but I'm gonna take it and see how it does. And there's the last one. I think that's a banana pepper of some sort, but what it tastes like I don't know yet. So see, those are the mystery peppers. I'm actually gonna put them in my other basket so I keep them straight from the others. While I'm over here, I'm just going to go through and just keep harvesting peppers, and then I'll let you see what I get out of it. I just remembered I had some broccoli that was just starting to form when I left, and looks like it might be past now, but I'm gonna dig in here and cut this out and see what it's like. Well, that's kind of what I expected. It's just too hot. These brassicas just aren't working out for me this year. It's been too hot, too dry. I just cannot keep them wet enough and cool enough. Oh well. Another little head. Just starting in there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'll get something. The flea beetles are back, so I better get this covered up. How in the world did I manage to get a petunia growing in here? That's not even a variety I grew this year. Interesting. Looks like I might have some purple cauliflower here. Can you see that in there? Well, maybe I'll get something out of these after all. Isn't that a pretty color? Wow. That's the graffiti, I believe it's called, cauliflower. I've never grown it before. What a pretty color. Let's see if there's anything else for cauliflower in here. Oh, that looks like it might be it. Well, that's the harvest I came home to after I think it was like 4 days away. So it didn't take long for it to go from just ripening to full-on tomatoes here, and zucchini were just starting to come into their own, and I grabbed a couple today, and I actually had one about half this size that I ate last night, and I picked a few peppers and some onions last night, and I made a quick little saute of that stuff, put it in a wrap with some cheese just to grab some supper. But I'm gonna take these Sugar Rush peach peppers. I have a whole bunch of them here, and I'm gonna take those in and try and do a jar of pickles with them and see how those go. I have to say I ate one, just took a bite of one that came off the other day, and I like hot things, but I like spicy things, but I don't I'm not as brave as some of you, and I'll tell you that was hot. I had water, tears streaming out of my eyes. I was sweating from eating just a little tiny one day. These are California Wonder and a King of the North, so quite a few of those. Lots of banana peppers hanging. They're not quite ready yet. This is Hungarian hot wax. I had this candy cane. This is a sweet lipstick that I picked here, and then I have the candy cane. The Antoia Romanians are starting to color up, and then the early prolifics that I showed you already. And I grabbed a few blush cherry tomatoes that were coming along, and I have in here somewhere, here it is. So this is off of a sweet lipstick pepper, and they're just growing really small like this, a lot of them. And then I had, this is off of a mix of mini bells. So these, I believe, are both save seed that I had. This will be interesting to see because this looks a little bit odd shaped, and this is definitely the sweet lipstick's supposed to be. This was a candy cane, actually. This was a candy cane I took out of one of my pots. And then I grabbed a few little finger carrots. So it looks like I'm going to be doing some pickling and maybe some salsa. Maybe I'll grab a few onions too and make some salsa today. It's supposed to rain tonight or tomorrow. Boy, I would love that if it did, because we haven't had any real rain. We had a little tiny sprinkle about a week ago. It just kind of got the very top of the ground wet and then evaporated away. So they're calling for not just a chance of rain, but just straight up rain starting tonight and into tomorrow. And almost has a smell of rain in the air, so I really hope we get that and it doesn't go around us. So there's a lot of jalapenos hanging still. It's quite a bit still hanging here that I could definitely be harvesting. Lots of beans. I need to get on the beans. And the potatoes are really looking like they're ready, the ones in ground, the Norlands. So I'll definitely be doing lots of harvesting in the next little while here. We're about, I think, 5 weeks now away from our average last frost date, which is early September. And yeah, this is going to be my busy harvest and getting things canned and pickled and put away month. So thanks for coming along on this little wander through the garden this morning, and we'll see you next time. Bye.